Thunder's Mouth Theatre presents Am I Old Yet? A coming-of-age screwball comedy for people of all ages. This is episode 6. Can you keep a secret? Helen's niece, Georgina, calls up to find out what's with the strange dog who stayed with her in her Sydney flat for a couple of days, during which time the stray dogs of Australia began to howl human litter up into the sky, just like the ones in the UK. Coincidence? Enjoy. Okay, I'm coming. No, I don't want you on the phone. Why aren't you showing up on the computer? Oh, come on, Skypey, be nice. Oh, there you are. Georgie.
Honey, Helen.
Oh, how lovely to see you, Georgina. Looking wonderful. Being head of editing seems to suit you.
Oh, I don't know about that, Auntie Helen. Oh, I'm surviving, that's for sure.
Well, that's something. How's Sydney?
Pretty warm. Not on fire, though.
Well, that's something else altogether.
Oh, yeah, and your darling granddaughter, my little cousin, is being a huge help to me. Thank you for sharing her with me.
You're welcome. Well, sort of welcome, if you know what I mean. I miss her terribly. So she's behaving herself?
Of course. Oh, she's just lovely. And that beautiful dog with the weird name, Hermes. I'd ask you, what was that about?
Oh, you met him, did you? Was he at your place for long?
2 visits, 2 days each. Very well behaved, but it's all very mysterious. Oh, come on, Auntie Helen. You have to tell me. Is it anything to do with the dogs in Central Australia suddenly howling litter up into the sky? Aha, because that just started when the dog Hermes disappeared for 2 days. Is there a connection?
Well...
You know, we heard about it happening in the UK. We had journalists and scientists booking trips over there to check it out. But they couldn't figure it out, apparently. They all came home with their metaphorical tails between their legs, and then suddenly it's happening here.
So what was it about Susie's doggy pal that made you think he might have something to do with it?
It was the way he looked at me. Not really like a dog at all. Oh, it was creepy at first, but he kind of won me over.
Oh, yes, he does that.
So you do know. Come on.
Georgie, you must realise that if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Oh, yeah. So do it. Tell me and I'll die happy.
But I love you too much. I don't want to.
Oh, so it really is a super-duper dead secret. Are you in any danger?
No more than usual.
What do you mean?
Well, with the state of my inevitably failing body and mind, I'm in danger of bumping into things and slipping on stairs and chatting to total strangers in the park that I think I've recognised, but it's not them at all.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. Are you really that old?
Believe it or not, Georgie, darling, I am. I put it off for as long as I could, but the days of elderliness have finally caught up with me.
What are you doing messing about with dangerous dogs then? Who got you into this?
Oh, Hermes isn't dangerous, Georgie. He's a sweetheart. Bit mischievous, but no, his days of messing with our lives for the sheer fun of it are way past. Now he's actually trying to help us to help ourselves.
By us, you mean humans?
Oh, not just humans. He and his family have realised, just as a few of us humans have realised, that life on Earth does not revolve around us, and that the more we mess with it, the worse off all living species are.
So he's not actually a dog, is he?
No, but you absolutely cannot tell anyone, and I mean anyone, understand?
Yes. Not even Joey?
Oh, especially not Joey. My super darling bestie and your boss, I know exactly what she would do if she knew. She would commission someone to write a book about it and have it on the bookshelves within minutes.
And that's a bad thing? Why? Wouldn't it make sense if people knew and they could help?
Well, you obviously have much more faith in the altruistic nature of humanity than I do. I have been advised to keep it secret to avoid the press getting hold of it.
But this is a good news story. Some magical beings helping to clean up the planet? God, who wouldn't want to know about that?
Anyone who's presently making money out of selling rubbish that's difficult to clean up by normal means. Anyone whose business model depends on more and more crap coming into our lives, making things with built-in obsolescence. All the councils that fail to provide enough bins or bin collection... Oh, no, hang on, no, not them. They should be extremely happy that we're doing their job for them. But you know what I mean, Georgie. The press doesn't like good news stories. They don't sell as well as the bad ones.
Yes, I know, and I see what you mean. But I don't agree. You know people are as likely to click on cute and kind stories as they are on the bad and scary ones.
What, you mean positive clickbait?
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't thought of that. Oh, maybe you're right. I wonder if we could start a campaign, TikTok or something, flood it with positive stories of tidy streets, clean rivers.
Yes. Like when that bunch of people went up Mount Kosciuszko recently and they had litter pickers and bin bags cleaning up the paths. There was huge coverage on social media. Well, the mainstream media didn't cover it. Well, no, they were too busy banging on about wars and murders. But you're right. And social media is where people are looking these days. Why not take advantage of it?
Do you know, Georgie, I think you're onto something. I need to check it out with my team.
Your team? You have a team? Hey, Auntie Helen!
Oh, don't get overexcited. It's just your cousin Janie and her man Jonathan and Susie and Charlie.
Who's Charlie?
What? She hasn't even mentioned him. Long-time school friend, part-time boyfriend over here.
Okay. Anyone else?
Oh, yes, I've a professor of mathematics who keeps an eye on the science of it all with some of his sciencey colleagues.
Oh, is that Misha?
Oh, she's mentioned him, has she?
Yeah. She was saying you'd met this amazing maths guy in the park and he was helping you with a project. I was hugely curious. She wouldn't go any further than that.
Ah, good for her.
Oh.
Well, he's now working with some people in the States who are going to collect the rubbish up in the sky and compress it into tiny satellite containers that they'll probably eventually do something like, I don't know, shoot them into the sun or something.
Oh, wow. You mean that's supposed to solve the Earth's dependence on landfill?
Absolutely not. The only thing that'll solve that will be us humans giving up our addiction to disposable stuff and reducing the amount of stuff being disposed of to a manageable amount.
Right. And how do you propose to get that happening?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Do you?
No, not at the moment.
No. Depressing, isn't it?
Yeah. Surely.
What? Surely what? Have you thought of something?
Well, I just thought if you can gather a team that helped you out with the canine litter moving logistics, perhaps you could get one with expertise in mobilising people for a good cause.
Oh, yes. Now, where would I find those kinds of people?
Charities, people who run them, philanthropic people.
Philanthropic? You mean rich people who donate to good causes?
Yeah, I guess so. Do you know any?
Not personally, but as it happens, I'm about to meet a few. Now, how did they know?
Sorry? Who? How did who know what?
The people who've been manipulating this whole crazy adventure all along.
And they are?
Nope, not yet. You have enough super confidential information to be hanging on to for the moment. I tell you what, Georgie, after I've consulted with the team, I'll get back to you to say whether or not you can tell Joey. We've got to do this right. Understand?
Okay.
Georgie?
Oh, yes, I understand. I was just thinking.
Yes?
Our marketing department, they know how to run campaigns on TikTok and other social media platforms. Just saying.
Georgie, you are an angel.
Aha.
Gotta go. I'll be in touch. Love to Susie and Joey.
All right. Yep. Love to you, Auntie Helen. Bye.
That was Can You Keep a Secret? Episode 6 of Season 7 of Am I Old Yet? You heard the Australian actress and voice coach Alana Noyes as Georgie and me, Floyd Kennedy, as Helen. The music is by John T LaBarbera from his album In the Labyrinth, available on Bandcamp. Now, this is an independent podcast. You'll notice there are no adverts, although occasionally I will share promos with like-minded indie podcasters. We rely on you, the loyal listeners, to share this with your friends and social media contacts to encourage new listeners. Please follow, like, subscribe in your podcasting app, or drop over to the website amioldjet.com to share your thoughts on the reviews page, and there's also a donate page if you feel you can contribute towards the production costs. Huge call out thank you to my beloved patrons on patreon.com. It all helps to keep me encouraged to keep on writing and discovering more about the lives and adventures of Helen, Janie, Georgie, and the rest of the crazies who inhabit her universe. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.